Hey, thanks for joining me. Keith and Matt Bachelor Fitness. I've got the MI6 from Hoist here. I'm going to give you some pointers on how you could utilize it for a functional training, total body workout. The first thing I'm going to take off with is a front squat. So I'm going to drop my pulleys down to both sides. I got just a little bit of weight, so this is kind of like a goblet squat, front squat, and then I'm just going to drop down and up, down. I'm going to move back a little bit. There you go. Let me down a little off top. I'm going to put a little more weight on it. I'm going to grab both handles. Use both stacks at the same time. And I'm just going to pull down like a chin. Press. I'm going to drop these down to about chest level. I'm going to do a split stance. So I can keep my balance a little bit. I'm going to lean forward, and then I'm just going to press straight out. It's like a dumbbell flat bench press, or do a side chop. I think I'm going to leave it right there. This is a pretty good weight for me. So I'm going to turn my hips so I'm facing sideways to the machine. Let my hips rotate in a little bit, and then just chopping out. Try to keep my arms straight. I'm going to follow the handle with my head, back side of it, and then I'm just going to flip around and do the other side. That number 6. All right, it's another way to do a squat. Be friendly on your back, your shoulders. I'm going to get these about right here. Then I'm going to squat down. Step right in the middle of the triangle. Assisted push-up. I'm going to pull this up to here. So this gives us a way to get in here and do a push-up with a little bit of help, keeping our core flat. Help. I'm giving myself 60 pounds of help here for the chin. So I'm going to step up into the strap, drive that thing down, up to the outside, grab the chin bar, multi-grip chin bar. This is a pretty friendly grip right here. And then I'm going to pull myself up over the top. I think I'll use a different handle again. I'm going to drop this all the way to the bottom. Starting out low. Once again, I'm turning my hips so I'm in line with the tower. I'm going to rotate into it and then up chop. Diagonal up chop. Okay, if it's heavy, I'm going to shorten my arms up. I'm going to handle. I'm going to turn that into like a rotation with a push. That works. That's cool. It's not as hard as this. Or we can turn it into a lunge. Or a little squat. So we squat down, keep our back flat. As we stand up, we rotate. Makes it a compound movement. It's an awesome pattern. That's this pattern in life, picking things up, turning. Same stuff. Especially we could just do a row. So we're just going to bend our knees slightly, and then I'm just going to row up. Keep my back flat. I'm using my core to stabilize my upper body. That was just a row, upright row. So I'm squatting down, keep my back flat. As I stand up, I'm in a row. Take a step back, keep my arms straight, and then try to crunch the waist, trying to keep my arms straight and pulling with my abs. Not just my arms. You could do that. This would be a kind of a skiing pattern. Be a little more upper lat, or lats, whatever, and tricep. Or you're going to put them together and we're just going to call it a standing crunch. I want to chop on my anterior chain, driving that down. Head neutral. You can do it with one handle, sure. You can do down the middle. You could do left. You could do right. You could set it up so you could down chop one handle And then you could up chop the other handle, right? Or you could stand parallel to the machine and chop backwards. That'd be like facing the pulleys as opposed to at a right angle. So facing down, I don't get the same kind of hip action or wrap, but they should be all done. And each one is done in a little different plane, under a little different load. So we can manipulate those to get a well-rounded workout. You could do a decline fly. We could pop into something like this. I'll bring these back all the way up to the top. This one's at the top. I got the 28 right there. I know where I'm at. I have these numbers on the side. And then I'm just going to fly down. Like that. So anterior. Flat fly. Put that maybe about 16. Get in the max 16. Keep it matching. And then I got to fly here. Down. And then this would be an incline, so I'm flying up this way. There again, working a different part. Let's up a little more help. Resistance. And then I'm going to stand right here, elbows to my sides, and do a press down. Head. A bit different. And then we're curling up. Crossing over like that. And then I'm pulling back. Posterior delt. Raise. Getting the triangle. I'm going to squat down. And I'm going to stand. I'm going to push up. Smash your hands on that bar. I'm going to step in, face the machine, lunge down, back flat, head up, lunge up. I'm extending my quad. So a single leg squat, lunge squat. And then I'm going to turn it into a chop. Compound pattern. Rotate on the balls of my feet. Exercise. So I'm going to grab the bar. I could do knees to elbows like this. That's or I could flip up, toes to bar. So I've got some movement on my feet, using a little more balance, coordination. It's just a one-arm row. Okay, trying to keep my torso straight, or I can let my torso spin, make it more compound. With a rotation. So I don't have much of a squat going on here. Squat, row, squat, row. Create pattern. All this stuff is the way we operate in real time. So there's just a few of them. There's a bunch more. There's so many patterns I could, replicate. And people that start working with me, we just develop, bundles of 4. We try to hit all the planes at one time. We're changing elevations, we're rotating, we're pushing, and we're pulling. And we just do that every day throughout our lives to pick kids up, pick stuff off the floor, put stuff up on shelves, climb stairs, grab rails. It's just it's a beautiful design. 600 muscles, more than 600. That's 600 of the easy ones. All the neural connections that go along with that. The fascia that transmits the signals across all these planes and all these joints to make it possible for us to live our best lives. So this machine, there's other machines. There's a little smaller one, There's a little bigger one. They don't take up a lot of space like a conventional machine would with a bench. Now you could put a bench in, but I'll put these back in the holders. I didn't get into using the bars, but you could even hook up a straight bar like so and do straight bar pulls or curls. You know, there's just similar movement patterns, different handles, different rates or speeds of movement. You put the bench in here, something like so. Maybe I'm going to do a little chest press. This is a little more conventional, old school, which is good. It isolates your chest for sure. But the reason I like to do it on my feet is I just get so much more of my core involved that I'm able to, just to operate better. That's what I'm after. I'm going to operate better. But here's a little bench. I got one low, I got one high. I could have made that adjustment. Pressing just like that. I could decline press from here. I can flat press from here, or I can incline press. Okay, just by moving in a different range. Could have done the flies from there. So there's hundreds of ways to perform these movement patterns. The basics are all here. It's pushing, it's pulling, it's squatting, and it's rotating. Those are the basics, fundamentals. You can't change that. So what I'm going to do with my clients and the people that buy equipment from me, I'm going to teach them how they can utilize this stuff so that when they go outside, they're pushing things, whatever they're doing, they're getting out of the car. I mean, how many times has somebody got out of the car and torn their ACL? It's like, who does that? That's crazy. We want to stop that. We want you to live your best life. We want you to be active and not spend 20 years dying and feeling crappy. We want to be strong all the way to the finish line. Keith at Mount Bachelor Fitness. Come on in. Let me help you get hooked up with one of these guys, get you started on the right foot and enjoying the benefits of being strong and mentally capable.